Hi, this is Aaron. Today I have the Wazabee 3DeeShell. Now, we showed you this before, and we ran into a few issues where the screen protector didn't, or the 3D part didn't fit in properly. So I just wanted to show you that again. And let me just open this. I haven't used it since. So here's this case. If you haven't seen it before, check out the other review. Not crazy about it, but it does work. As far as 3D goes, you got this velvet lining here, and you've got this little slot for, so your phone's in here. The 3D piece slides down in here and makes a stereoscopic screen. So we'll set that aside. That's our case. Now, they sent me this extra package, and the reason why we're doing this review again is because they had contacted me after I did the review, and they had told me that we realize there's a problem and we'd like to fix it. So they sent me out this this kit to fix it, and so it has a new screen cover in it, some more information. Actually, it's got a couple screen covers in it, looks like, and then it's got the CD, and what we've got is a new 3D piece. See, it says Wazabee. I think you can see it's kind of funky behind here. It actually creates a 3D screen. So this supposedly slides in here a lot easier, and it definitely does. Now, it's not going to fit properly. See, it's kind of hard to tell, but once the phone's in here, it actually pushes up against it, and that's why you put the screen protector on it. So I think first thing is we'll put that on here, the new one they sent me. And it looks like it's just a generic screen protector. But it was nice of them to send a few of them, and there was actually a better way to open that. So it looks like a general screen protector. Actually, it says 3M on it, so it may be pretty nice, actually. And I like to, when I put my screen protectors on, I like to just peel this off. Now, I've already cleaned this, but I'll give it a wipe one more time. I don't see, oh, I do see something there, and definitely don't want that under my screen. So I'll go ahead and apply this quick. I didn't mean to do this on video, but I figured I'd show you the whole package again since they've sent it to me. And without touching it, to line that up. See, that's not right at all. And I probably already ruined this, but let's try it anyway. Wow, I never have this kind of a problem with screen protectors. I'm usually pretty good at putting these on. Okay, so that's way off. Maybe it's just because I'm trying to do it for the video, although I did do this on video once before. I did not run into this sort of problem. Okay, bunch of air bubbles, as you can tell. I don't know if you can see all that. There's a ton of air bubbles. But I'm just going to leave this like this for now, just to see how this fits, and I'll put on I'll do a better job later. The idea is to protect the screen from being scratched when you put the 3D, this piece, the slider piece, in place. Obviously, we do not want it scratched, and that's everything they sent me. So we're going to make sure that's in place. The one I used before actually was a screen, or my previous iPhone, that did have a scratch on it, so I wasn't as concerned because I knew I would be trading it in here. So to see if they'd repair it. Now, I don't like this. This is a little bit difficult to get the phone down in here. It is a really snug fit, and you can see it actually buckled the screen cover. That's how tight of a fit it is. See if I can get that in there. There we go. You got to be really careful not to scratch your screen up pretty bad. And let's put the back on. The back slides down in. Now, I'll tell you, just from my previous experience, really difficult to get this off. And the reason is, right here, they don't provide much room to slide over your different switches and that, you know, rocker switches and that sort of thing. So we'll just slide this down real carefully. There we go. So it's locked in place. Now once it's in place, it's actually a pretty nice case. Provides a lot of protection. But that's not what we're looking at here. We already know that it's protective and it leaves the screen exposed. What we're looking at is how well this piece slides in place. And I can tell you, even though my fingerprints are all over it, you can see, I can tell you right off the bat that this is 100 times better than the last one. Now I don't have the software on here to show you a 3D application, and maybe I should get that quick. And you can see that? That kind of scares me. Is that right there? Slid right underneath my protective layer. And I hate to give a bad review, I really do, because I appreciate them sending it to me, but maybe it's just because I got the air bubbles, I don't know. But I have not been impressed with this case. They did fix this problem, I gotta give them that. Let me see if I can get a 3D application and just see if it works any better than before. So let me do that quick, and we'll probably fast forward through this part. Okay, so we're back. I have the app loaded, Hunter 3D. It's one of their free apps. Now they do have another app that allows you to view your Facebook photos in 3D. So let's slide the 3D panel back in here. And that definitely works a lot better than the last one, I have to say. Although it is a little screwy on the eyes. I don't know if you can see. Let's see here. I don't know if you can see how blurry that is. And once you put this in here, it clears it right up. See, that's clear. You can see it's got two sides, kind of like you're looking at a hologram photo. Blurry again. And it does work. I have to give them that. Now the controls are down here because you can't touch through this, which I don't like, but I guess that's what you have to do to get this screen until they come up with something that you could touch through. So obviously you probably cannot see the depth here, but there is depth. And it just shoots on its own, so it's a really simple shooter. It's kind of more like a tech demo. The picture one is kind of neat. Allows you to view your friends in picture mode. But there's really not... The unfortunate thing is there is some applications for this, but they have to be specific for it, like I mentioned before. So, you know, as far as this goes, it's not really... Let me exit out of that. It's not really the greatest thing, because, like I said, this background, I apologize for that, but you know, you saw I installed that. I did a bad job. I'll put a better one on later, but just wanted to do that so this doesn't scratch my screen while I show you this. Now the thing that scares me a little bit is this case. I took the back off already because it is in there so tight. This piece on the back here is on there so hard. Now it doesn't scratch it. You've got this pad here, but what it does is it holds this up tight, because see, if I'm trying to push this out, it came out here, but if I push this phone back slightly, it doesn't come out right. So it's pushing right up against that. Now normally that wouldn't be a problem, but the back of this is ridged, and that's why you have the screen protector on there. You can see there's actually scrapes from it. So if you're going to have this product, make sure you put this screen protector on there, and I'm sure that's why they have that. But unfortunately, I don't know if I'd pay the money for it. I think it's a really neat product. There's the Liberty Bell. You know, it's not making my own pictures pop out because it's not made for stereoscopic vision. And unfortunately, that's why I'm not real fond of this. Now, had this product made every photo, you know, have an app where it makes all your photos, makes all your games do that through software. Now I know they can't run multiple applications at once, so that's hard at this time, but maybe later they'll come out with that. That would jump this up significantly. The problem is you can't touch through it, so it would have to be like a tilting game or something like that in order to play it. Now they have made it so you can slide this up and down. They did fix that problem, so I gotta give them credit for that. They're aware of the shortcomings of it, and they're updating it all the time. So, you know, unfortunately, not a great product yet. It has potential, but you may want to wait and hold off. But wanted to give you a follow-up, as it wasn't really fair that they corrected the problem. I wanted to show you guys that. So this is the Wazabee 3DeeShell for your iPhone. Definitely worth checking out. And not a whole lot more I can say other than, you know, it's interesting and it's a neat concept, but kind of lacking in some ways. Let me know what you think about it. Please comment, subscribe, and rate if you haven't subscribed already. Let me know what you think about it. You know, if you think it stinks, that's great. If you like it, let me know. You know, and if I find enough people with interest, maybe I'll